Hey everyone, Eric with Fresh Ground. This is the Mug Life. I didn't choose the Mug Life chose me. I wanted to talk a little bit about two grinders that we've got in the shop right now, the Baratza Encore and the Baratza Virtuoso. I've used Baratza grinders for as long as I can remember. One of the great things about them is they are absolutely fantastic with their support. And unlike some of the less expensive grinders that you might buy at some of the big box stores, should anything go wrong with your Baratza grinder, or even if it just gets old and breaks down like things do because of planned obsolescence and things like that, you can go on Baratza's website and either order parts yourself, or you can send your grinder back to them and have them go through their refurb program, and they will refurbish your grinder and send it back to you in practically new condition. So highly recommend Baratza grinders for those couple of reasons. But wanted to talk a little bit about some of the differences between these two grinders that we've got here. The Baratza Encore is their entry-level grinder, burr grinder, fantastic machine. It's adjustable, 40 different steps along the top here. You adjust it by turning the hopper the same way you would do on the Virtuoso. The grounds bin here holds, I think, 130 or 140 grams. I'm going to say 140. Both of the hoppers are exactly the same size. The Encore on the side of it has an on-off switch that you need to manually turn on and off, and it also has a button on the front that'll start and stop the grind that way. So it's a fantastic grinder. This is actually the grinder that I use at home every morning to make my Chemex of coffee every morning, is a Baratza Encore. It's a little bit slower than the Virtuoso. The Virtuoso, they actually just redid a little bit, and it's really cool because unlike the previous version where they had kind of a dial timer on the side of it, now they've actually got a timer on the front of it that you can dial in and program the number of seconds that you want to grind. So if I turn the little dial counterclockwise, I'm adjusting it down by tenths of a second. And if I adjust it clockwise, I'm adjusting it up by a second. So that takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not bad at all. And the same thing as the Encore, you've got your rotating hopper here that goes up to 40 different spots on both of them. And then the nice part about this, what I do with my Encore at home is I keep my hopper empty all the time, and I pre-measure my coffee, and then I dump a single dose of coffee in there and just grind it all and make my coffee that way. But now with the Virtuoso, what I could do with the timer is keep the hopper completely full of beans all the time and figure out how many seconds that I would need to use to dial to grind the right amount of coffee. And then after I ground that amount of coffee, just by hitting the power button, off it goes and grinds exactly the right amount of coffee every time. So the only other difference between the two of these, the Virtuoso is about twice as fast as the Encore. If speed is an issue for you, I'll be honest with you, while I'm waiting for my water to heat up in the morning, speed isn't that much of an issue for me, so that's why I'm perfectly happy with that grinder right there. So those are the two brand new ones that we've got. Highly recommend you come on in and take a look at them and see what you might like to do. This is the Encore again. This is $139, and the Virtuoso currently right now is $239. So I'm Eric with Fresh Ground Roasting. Let's serve coffee people love.